Hey everyone, Austin from A Suited Aroma here. Here are the 4 fragrances I would purchase if I only had $250 to spend. I'll describe their smell and performance and why I included them on this list. First up is the all season and all occasion wear. If you only needed one fragrance, this would be a great choice for you. Dior Homme EDT has subtle pink pepper nuances, citric bergamot, and a hefty dose of woods in the opening. The overarching emphasis is a very fresh and easy to wear aroma. As we head into the mid, the freshness from before fades and you get more warm cedar and isoe super notes. If you're unfamiliar with isoe super, it is a synthetic molecule, but it emphasizes a very woody accord that is easy to wear. And then as we head into the base, it is all about these woody accords with some musk nuances, and this is what you'll get for the rest of the wear. Every time I've worn Dior Homme EDT, I have gotten 8 to 10 hours in the skin with gentlemanly projection. For 4 to 5 hours, it'll push out 2 to 3 feet and never become a skin scent after this period. As for wearability, it is all seasons and all occasions, and this is what makes it on this list, as it is such a versatile fragrance. Next up is the summer fragrance, and this is a simple scent, guys. Versace Pour Homme opens with a very bright lemon note. It is in your face and it is intense. There's an aquatic tone in the background, and then there is fresh aromatic neroli that really just emphasizes the freshness of the citruses. As we head into the mid, it is all about these fresh aromatics and the bright citrus lemon. There are some musk nuances that add, but they will become more prominent as the wear continues. And then into the base, a lot of these citruses are gone, but you still have those masculine white florals that are emphasizing the freshness of the fragrance, and the musk has gotten significantly stronger, and this also keeps the fragrance very fresh and clean. It doesn't smell like clean sheets, but that's kind of the idea that is going on here. As for the performance, it's not the best, but this is what you'd expect from a citrus-based fragrance. 5 to 6 hours in the skin, but it does have decent projection. The first 2 hours it'll push out 3 feet, but after this it does recede to about a 1 foot ambiance for the rest of the wear. And as for seasons and occasions, this is exclusively spring and summer. It doesn't have the depth to push out in the colder temperatures, and I would only wear this for casual and office wear. There's no standout factor about the fragrance. It is just a fresh fragrance that is gonna make you smell good. If you're into gym scents, you could definitely wear this to the gym, as it is subtle enough and it is super simple. Versace Pour Homme made it on this list because it is an excellent summer fragrance. This is the one thing that I do love about Versace fragrances in general, is that they are all high quality and compete with some of the best designer fragrances, but they're all decently affordable. If you have a summer-based fragrance, you need a winter-based fragrance. Jean Paul Gaultier La Mela Perfume opens with a huge blast of sweet and powdery vanilla, washes over the entire scent, and just takes over everything. In the background, there are some lavender nuances and subtle cardamom spice. As we head into the mid, after 15 to 20 minutes, the vanilla is still very prominent. The lavender has stayed the same, but the cardamom has gotten a lot more intense. It has a very alluring and attention-grabbing aroma. And then into the base, after a few hours, the sweetness of the vanilla fades away, as well as the lavender nuances. And this leaves room for woody and ambery notes to come in, and they're gonna give the fragrance a lot of depth. So for the rest of the wear, you're gonna get woods, amber, and vanilla with some subtle spices lingering in the background. Always very alluring. Every time I've worn Jean Paul Gaultier La Mela Perfume, I have gotten 12 plus hours on the skin with excellent projection. It'll push out 5 to 6 hours past an arm's length, and then after this period it does recede, but it definitely never becomes a skin scent. And as for seasons and occasions, this is fall and winter, and you can push it in the early spring, but you do have to be careful that it doesn't get too warm that day, or the sweetness of the vanilla and the depth of the woods and amber will get too intense. And as for occasions, it is all, but this really shines for going out, as it is so loud and attractive, and it really just grabs attention. It made this list because it is both a great winter fragrance an excellent performer, and extremely attention grabbing. This is probably one of the best compliment getters on this list. We have about 20 bucks left. What could possibly be so good that it could compete with the 3 fragrances from before? Lalique Encoute Niort, very misleading opening. It is bright and aromatic cypress. There is kind of a spicy tinge to it, but this comes mainly from the cypress. There's no spice notes in the fragrance. As we head into the mid, it gets darker and darker, and this is happening pretty quickly. And then into the base, this is a dark and damp fragrance from earthy vetiver. If you've ever walked through a forest after a fresh rain, this is exactly what this fragrance smells like. Extremely woody and authentic. It's a great fragrance to spice up any collection. The performance is okay, only about 6 hours on the skin, but it does have above average projection. The first 2 to 3 hours it'll push past an arm's length and then recede, but it never becomes a skin scent. And as for seasons and occasions, this is exclusively fall and winter. It needs those cooler temperatures to temper its strength. And occasions, I would save this for special events, maybe formal occasions. It's probably not the best date night choice, as it can be a decisive scent from these earthy and damp accents. So why did Encoute Niort make this list? It is one of the best affordable fragrances for men, and it puts a very unique twist in your collection. So this all came out to be about $255, but with these 4 fragrances, you can cover all seasons and all occasions. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.